Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial video on how to add assignments into your Canvas. So I'm going to start from what you would see when you first log in, which is your dashboard. I am building within my sandbox, so I will scroll down and find my sandbox and click on it. And then I will go over to modules on the left-hand side. The first thing I want to do is pick where I would like my assignment, which module I want it in. For this example, I want my assignment in my week 1 module. There is a plus button on the right side of that title, so go ahead and click on the plus button and it gives you this screen. Now this drop-down menu is automatically set to pick assignment. That's what I want. Since I am creating a new assignment, I will click on this new assignment button and I have to give it a name. If I don't give it a name, it will not allow me to move forward. So I'm going to call it assignment 11. And here you can change the indentation. That's just how far you want it to indent within your module. That is totally up to you and your organization of your page. When you have given it a name and you've decided on your indentation, you will click Add Item. The default setting is for any new assignments to go down to the bottom of the module. So here it is, Assignment 11. If I want to move it to, let's say, a different day of the week, I can click on this little waffle 8-dot icon and click and hold, and then I can drag it to wherever I want it. So let's say I want it for the beginning of the week. I will drop it into Monday. But right now it's just an empty assignment, so we need to edit it. Go ahead and click on that title, and it will open up a detail page. This page will give you information about what your assignment looks like, how many points you've assigned to it, and who it's available to. Obviously, I haven't done anything yet, so it's blank. If you look up here in the top right-hand corner, you have some tools. The publish/unpublish button is right here, and you can click on it to publish your assignment. Make sure that you're not doing that until you are ready for students to be able to access it. What I want to click right now is Edit. When I click on Edit, my assignment editor page pops up. This top box is, again, just the title that I gave it when I first created it. And then we've got this area called the Rich Content area, and that is where you put the directions for the assignment. Now, you can click in this box and type the directions directly in to the box. You can also use the tools up here to insert a link to maybe outside directions, to insert images into the text that you are adding. You can use this button to record media, and you can even include your directions in your recording. So if you want to talk to the students about what they're going to be doing, you can either do a video recording or just record your voice. You can upload a document. You could upload a Microsoft Word document, a PDF, anything that is saved to your computer, you can upload here. And then if you click on these 3 dots, it brings up a few more tools. You've got the clear formatting, so that's if you don't like the way everything looks in terms of font size, bold, italics, that kind of thing. You can add a table. You can insert a math equation, or you can use this little plug right here to use outside apps. I'll show you what that looks like. You can use Google to insert Google Docs, Google Sheets, or Google Slides directly from your Google Drive. The students will see a non-editable version of this. They will not be able to edit it on their own. This is just for them to view. You can use, again, this is the same thing. You've got Google, and then Google Apps pulls in documents from Google Drive. And then this Google Drive LTI 1.1 is still in beta, so it hasn't had all the kinks worked out. And there's a better way to do a Google assignment that I'll show you in a minute. So I kind of skipped that part. You can insert a link to an Office 365 document if that's something that you use. And down at the bottom, you can import videos from your studio. If you're not sure how to use the studio, you can see the other video that I made that explains it. Once you are happy with your directions, you will scroll down, and this is where you start building some of the more specific details of your assignment. You can add the point value. You can change the assignment group. However, you're going to want to keep this on assignments. You can choose how the grade is displayed, percentages, points, that kind of thing. If you do not want this assignment to hurt or help a student's final grade, you can click this checkbox. This is where you decide how the students are going to turn in their work. If you want them to turn it in within Canvas, you would select online. And you can pick the options that you might want them to use. So if your assignment is a writing assignment, you would probably choose text entry. If you want the student to maybe find a resource online or find an example something on the internet, you can do a website URL and they will copy and paste that URL into the assignment submission. Media recording, maybe you are grading a performance, or maybe you want the student to talk out their learning. You can ask them to record a video or just an audio recording. And then a file upload, that would be uploading maybe a picture that they have on their computer or whatever it might be. It's uploading something directly from their computer. Another option is on paper. This works when we're in person, but for virtual learning, this will not be an option for us. And then you can choose external tool. If you choose external tool, you have to choose the tool that you're going to have students use. Click on the Find button. And some of the tools that Norman Public Schools have approved are going to show up for you. So you could connect an Edpuzzle or a Flipgrid assignment. If you want the students to get their own copy of maybe a Google Doc or a Google Slideshow or a Google Sheet that they will edit and then submit for a grade, you want to choose Google Drive Cloud Assignment. So again, if you want them to get a copy of a document that they can then edit and turn in, you would choose this Google Drive Cloud Assignment. It does not change your original copy, but it does give them a copy in their drive that they can then add answers to and submit. You can do Newsela, and again, you can do Studio. I'm switching to online because that's what we are going to use most often. And I want my online option to be a text entry. Now you'll notice that you can choose all of these options if you want students to have more freedom in how they respond. If you scroll down, you can choose to limit the number of attempts that students have, or you can leave it unlimited. If you choose to limit it, it will ask you how many attempts you want them to have. You can choose a group assignment if you have split your class into groups and you want them to work together. If you do not know how to split a class into groups, please watch the video or read the tutorial on that. Peer reviews can ask, you can require students to have peers edit their response. With distance learning, since it's kind of unpredictable what students are doing at what times, this is, you really have to plan ahead for this option. Sync to SIS, you want to click this button if you want it to link up to Infinite Campus. Again, we are still working out the details for that, but typically best practice is going to be to link it so that when you grade it in Canvas, it goes over to Infinite Campus without you having to grade it in two places. And then finally, down at the bottom, you have the options of who to assign it to. You can assign it to everyone in the class. You can pick particular students. This is a really good way to differentiate. If you have an assignment for some students and then you make modifications for other, you can do two different versions and assign it to the kids who need it. You can choose the due date. Anything turned in after the due date will be marked as late within Canvas. And you can also choose available from dates if you want students to be locked out for making attempts after a certain time. Once you are happy with everything that you've done, you can hit save and publish, or if you are ready for students to have access, or you can hit save. And now it is updated. This is all I did. So I see the difference there, and it is ready to move out to the students. I hope this helps you understand how to make assignments. As always, I am here to help.